friends, welcome back to llamamakayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla and I appreciate you stopping by today to visit with me and hang out. I'm working on my beautiful sweetheart blanket that I've been working on all of February, and I've enjoyed working on this. It has just went by so fast. I know this February we have 29 days, normally 28. But it has just been, I've worked on it every day while I've made a video on it, and it has just grew and grew and grew. This is like the center of the blanket, and it has just grew, and it is really a good size. Yesterday I measured and it was like 46.5 inches wide, and I've added more yarn since then. That was probably about here maybe, I think. So I've added more on it since then, and so now I will be I still got that little bit there to add on it. I have 4 balls there after I finish this right here, and then I have my gray that is going to be my border. The gray is the last one of the sequence that I'm following, and so that'll be the last one. And I'm probably go around in the gray, might go around 3 rounds if I have enough of the gray to do that. If not, it'll just go around as much as it will, and then it'll end. So, no fret. But anyway, so all this month I've been answering questions that people have been leaving in the comments, and I have loved every minute of that. Reading your comments and just laughing. Y'all keep me in stitches. I mean, seriously, just laughing and having a good time. And then answering questions, and y'all ask some of the best questions, and I've loved that. So, yeah, it has been fun this month. I really have enjoyed doing this. And don't worry, my videos are not going to stop. I'm still going to be here. No matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, I'm still here. Okay, so I want to tell you guys that I contacted the orthopedic doctor yesterday, and so I sent a message from my chart. I went in and clicked his name, and I just typed in the title. I typed in I need, because it's going to the nurse, so I typed up I need to see Dr. Taylor about my finger. And then the message part, I put finger, gangrene. You only get so many characters and you run out of space. So I put finger, gangrene, turns dark, need appointment. So anyway, it wasn't very long, and she messaged me back and said, can you come in tomorrow? And I said yes, and she sent back 2:30. So I have an appointment today at 2:30 with the orthopedic doctor. Big Daddy's going to leave work at lunch and come home and get me, and we're going to go see Dr. Taylor. And I don't know. When I was typing up that little message, my heart was pounding so fast. It really was. And then I sent the message, and I just busted out crying. So, yeah. You know, sometimes it don't hurt to have a good cry. And I had a little good cry about it. Just, you know, grieving that, anyway. I don't know. It's not anything I can control, and it is what it is. I mean, I just gotta roll with the punches. Just to say, I just gotta go with it, and what happens, happens, and then I'll just have to, that pinky finger will kick in, and I know that, but what I am scared about is how long am I going to have that pinky finger? that pinky will kick in and work just fine like any other finger. When I had the pinky over here, it worked just as if it was one of these fingers. But when I lost that pinky, I mean, I can only use this right here, my little pincher. And so, you know, when that finger is not here, that pinky will kick in, and I'll learn to use it. And I'm already having to, you know, like, 'cause I can't pick up stuff and do a lot of things with this finger right now. So I'm having to use this anyway. But, you know, I can't help but wonder how long will I have that pinky. And then I'll really be up a creek without a paddle, right? But anyway, so I'm going to see my orthopedic doctor tomorrow at 2:30, and you know, he's the last stop. He's the buck stops here. I mean, he's not like a fixer. He's unless he's fixing a broken bone or something like that. But in my case, he's not a fixer. He's the cutter. Okay. And every time I see him, I'm like, I hope I never see you again. And he's like, I hope I never see you again. Because he's not the doctor you want to see again, right? But anyway, it is what it is, folks, okay? I'll be okay. I mean, yeah, I'm sad about it. I had a good cry. And I still might cry some more. Really and truly, I might cry some more because it's devastating. It is. I'm not trying to pretend like that it's not. Okay? It is devastating. But I mean, I got to carry on with my life. I got to figure out how to do things with whatever I have left and go with it. So that's my plan. And we'll just see what happens tomorrow, okay? And I will, you know, make a video and tell you guys what's said and what we decide and all that kind of stuff, okay? Y'all just pray for me. I appreciate your prayers so much. I appreciate your sweet comments that y'all leave me. Oh my gosh, y'all just don't know. I'm like crying, reading y'all's comments. I love you guys so very much. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are so awesome. But, yeah, I have this right here. I have gangrene right here set up around there. And then I have gangrene also right here. I mean, I can see it. Okay. I've had it in 6 fingers before. I know what's there. So I can see it there too. And it's down in there, and I can see it. I don't know how well y'all can see it. It kind of puts it in the shadow, but it's right here. But anyway, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. And I wouldn't want to see anyone else going through this. Not that I want to go through it either, but I'll get through it. I'll get through it. I'll do whatever I have to do and get through it. Now, when I see Dr. T tomorrow, Dr. Taylor, he might say tomorrow, meaning Thursday, he might say, how's next Tuesday or something. I mean, I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what days he does surgery and in the office right now. You know, doctors change that up sometimes. Or hospitals change their surgery days and stuff. So, I don't know what days he's doing surgery on. But, he'll get me in there. But I hope I have Thursday to put the border on this blanket, because my plans are Wednesday, I gotta put all these balls in here. all that's gotta go in here today. Thursday, the border is going on. So I hope I have Thursday to get my border on. I'm gonna be like, well, I gotta crochet first, okay? Oh, that man already thinks I'm a nut, so it don't matter what I say to him. Now, Dr. Taylor, everybody in my family has seen Dr. Taylor. He did surgery on Jody, Big Daddy. He did surgery on his leg one time. He broke it in 2 places. He did surgery and put a plate and screws in his leg. And then he did another surgery and removed one of the plates, but one plate and the screws stayed. So he has a plate in his leg with some screws. And then Dakota saw him lots of times growing up with his hips. And then Elijah saw him when he broke his big toe one time. We saw Dr. Taylor. I think we took him to the ER, and then they said to follow up with an orthopedic doctor, and so we went to Dr. Taylor and followed up with him, and it wasn't really nothing he could do for it. We just put a splint on it, and hope it grows back kind of semi-straight. And I don't know, I don't know how his toe looks today, but and then, of course, I've seen Taylor with fingers amputated. He's amputated all 6 of my fingers. But anyway, it is what it is, folks, okay? We're just gonna behave ourselves and be good about it. And oh, there it is. I was looking for the other piece and it stayed on there. Alright, guys, so I'm just going to jump into the questions that you guys have asked in the last video. Oh, me and Big Daddy recorded a Happy Meal video. I don't know if it's before this video or if it'll be after this video. If this video is early in the morning, then that video will be in the afternoon. And if this video is in the afternoon, that means the Happy Meal video was in the morning. So I might put it out in the morning and put this one in the afternoon. But anyway, so we did record a video. And we're going to record tomorrow after we get back from the doctor's office. We are going to record and let y'all know what they said and what's going on. I already asked him would he do that with me. And he said yes. So alright, so anyway, the questions. Yes, someone asked me if my friend Angela was married and if she had children. Angela's never been married and she does not have any children. She has 3 fur babies that are her children, though. And she takes better care of them than some people take of their kids, okay? Angela, I'm very proud of her. She, got on with her life, and she's done very well for herself, and she didn't need a man to depend on or anything like that. So, anyway, and then someone asked, how did I know I was going to marry Jody if we had never even went on a date or most less talked to each other? I just knew it. I don't know, but I just knew that I was going to marry him. And, I don't know. Something just told me. I think the Lord just said, that's your husband. And I was like, oh boy. And I plan on finishing that Ursula before this next fair. Whenever our fair comes to town, I'm going to finish Ursula before that. If I had finished it before this fair. I had items that I could put in there, that category already. So I'm just kind of saved it for this year, and I can finish it and put it in the fair for this year. If I had finished it last year, then I wouldn't have been able to put my other item in. So it's a strategy, okay? That fair stuff is a strategy. Well, Lordy B, I wrote Texana because they had a comment and said something, but then I didn't write anything else beside it. What in the world is happening to me? Well, I can't remember what your comment was or question. But anyways, I did write down Lisa asked about pureeing. Several people as I got through the questions were asking about pureeing food. Let me just tell you, I can't think about that or talk about that too much or I will start throwing up. That is the grossest thing to me. I'm one that I've never let my food touch on my plate. I most less cannot put different foods in a blender and blend that up and then drink it or no, I can't do it. I can't. I can put one food in the blender and blend it up, like potato. Okay? I can't do mixed foods. No way. I would not be able to do it. I can't even think about it too much. Okay? So we better move on. And that's just me, because I am very, I don't know, like I said, I've never even let my food touch on plates. Alright? I'm weird, okay? You don't even know how weird I am. My art business card was 2 little girls, and one of them said, we're whispering to each other, and one of them said she's an artist, and the other one said, oh, I just thought she was weird, or something like that. Yeah. And then I had all my business information on the back. Yes, I have the question about the WMA, which that's where we live. We live inside the WMA, which stands for the Wildlife Management Area. The state owns all the land all the way around us on all 4 sides. We are just right here in it. It used to be private owned land. It was farm fields, rice fields. And then the state started buying up the land for a WMA. Like, there was already a WMA here, and they were just, like, expanding. And so they started buying up land. And I'm talking, like, many, many, many years ago. And so it's just, they've bought up enough land that they're all the way around us now. But we will never leave. Me and Big Daddy will always be here. Now after that, our boys might sell it to them, give it to them, whatever. But, and then they were asking about, so what does that mean? I don't know. It's a wildlife management area. And there is a station kind of across the road, but diagonally from us. There's some shop buildings, a little trailer, and different things over there. And that's where the men hang out, and they all, I don't know, do work over there, get on 4-wheelers and ride around. They do, go out and check people's hunting license and all that kind of stuff. When people kill a deer, they bring it over there to get weighed. And all that kind of, good stuff. I don't know. There's a station, like, okay, say this gray square is my house. When you're coming down the road and you're getting close to all this wildlife stuff, there's a station here on the road where you're supposed to stop, get out, go get a paper and fill it out, why you're going into the WMA, what you're going to do, how long you're going to be there. And you take that card with you, you fill it out, you might put part of it in then, and then you have the other half with you, and when you leave, you have to write down what time you left and put it in the little slot. there's a station here, and then the road goes on around and comes up this way to the highway, and there's a station over here also. So to go in, you're supposed to stop and fill out papers. Sometimes I feel like getting a card and, you know, telling them I'm going home to get a bath and cook dinner and go to bed. But yeah, so they were asking, so does that mean there's some cute men hanging around over there doing stuff or watching stuff? Yeah, I don't know if they're cute or not. I wave to them if I'm outside and they drive down the road. I wave, they wave. When we pass by their station, we wave. But we don't really talk to them or anything like that. They seem to be nice. Who knows? But anyway, so it's a wildlife. People can hunt here. It's not like a preserve because people hunt. The hunters. Okay, so like this is my house and this is the station here. You cannot enter on the WMA to hunt, like for duck hunting and such, until 4 a.m. So this whole road will be lined with trucks. They'll get out there at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night because they want to be up here. They don't want to be way back here. At 4 a.m., they crank up all those trucks. Rev up their motors. At 4 a.m., it is like a parade going down my road, but they're not throwing candy or beads. Yes. Now, if I'm up, I hear it, but if I'm in the bed, I don't hear it. They don't wake me up. If I'm awake in the bed, I hear it, but yeah, at 4 a.m., it's like a parade going down the road because they want to get out there and get their spot, right? So they get out there about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and they sit out there all night long. Sometimes if we go outside, we can hear them talking or playing some music, but they're very respectful. Like, they don't bother us or anything like that, so. And the WMA is supposed to be closed at dusk, but it's not. I mean, people would go up and down the road all night long, all hours of the night. You're not supposed to go through there at nighttime, but people do. Anyway, okay. Someone asked me about my cats and about the bathtub or shower. Sassy, when I'm in the shower, she will come and sit there at the back of the shower on the side of the tub and just watch me shower. And so she don't get wet or anything, but she'll sit back there and she just wants to be wherever I'm at. Like right now, she's laying right by my chair on the rug, and she's just laying there. Now, in a minute, she might decide she's not close enough and have to jump up here. But she always has to be with me. You know, during the day, if I walk back there to my room, she walks back there with me, and then I turn around and leave, and she's like, I thought we were getting in the bed. And then here she comes. She'll follow me back in here. But yeah, she has to go wherever I go. And then someone is asking about Phoebe riding in the car. No, I don't take her anywhere in the car. And really the reason why is because I had a dog before that loved to go riding in the car, and I spoiled her to go riding in the car and go get some chicken. She was very, very spoiled. And she always wanted to go. When I left, you know, would leave to go somewhere, she wanted to go. And it would break my heart when I couldn't take her. And it's too hot to take a dog anywhere to town in Louisiana and leave them in a car. You can't do that. They wouldn't be alive when you got back out to the car. So she would beg to go with me, and I wouldn't be able to take her, you know, and it would just break my heart. And so I wouldn't want Phoebe asking to go with me and me telling her no. So I just never started that with her because it was so hard. But yeah, if you can't take the dog in with you wherever you're going, you can't leave them in the car. It's just too hot in Louisiana. I love how that looks. I just love, it's very pleasing to my eye. Oh, let's see. Somebody was asking, when did I start doll collecting? Since I was a little kid. I've always just, you know, had little dolls. And I always liked little tiny dolls. Those were always my favorites. Little dolls I could hold in my hand or put in my pocket and take places with me. Those were always my favorites. But I've always just kind of, you know, collected dolls when I'd go to thrift stores or flea markets, or rummage sales, yard sales. I'd always just, you know, if I see a little doll I'd just get it. Put it on my dresser, on my nightstand or whatever. So I've always collected dolls here and there. Nothing like, you know, oh, I gotta buy a doll all the time. Just when I see one that, you know, really spoke to me, then I would get it. And so over the years, that collection has just built up, right? And so I have, you know, just all kinds of different little dolls. I have some little bitty porcelain dolls about this tall, probably about 3 or 4 inches tall. I have some that are like about 6 or 8 inches tall. I have little rubber dolls from Germany that are 3 inches. They're called ARI Germany dolls. I have a lot of those that I just collected over time, like seeing at flea markets or something. Sometimes they'd be in too bad a condition, I wouldn't get them. But if they were, you know, cute enough, I'd get them if the price was right. Now, some people didn't know what they'd have, and they would sell them, you know, like $1. And then some people would want like $25. And I'm like, no, you can keep it. So, yeah, I know how to, like, spot the doll that I want at the right price. You know, so lots of times I see dolls and they're cute, but they're just not the right price for me, and I'll pass on it. And finally, I'll find one that is the right price, and it's the doll for me. Other than crochet, what other videos do I watch on YouTube? I watch some doll collecting videos. I don't know, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. Like, I watch a lot of stuff, not just crochet. I watch, sometimes I watch movies on YouTube too. But, I'll watch some doll videos, some cooking shows that aren't really cooking shows, they're really about a family. Maybe some RV videos. I don't know. I just watch a lot of stuff. And then, but my friend Angela, she watches this man mow his yard, not his yard, but other people's yards. She watches that, and I'm just like, I'll be like, what are you watching? And she'll say, oh, I'm watching Al Blades, is that his name? I'm watching him mow. I'm like, you were sitting there watching a man mow? So we joke about it. She mows her yard. She has like a 0-turn lawnmower. And so we joke about setting up a camera, me and her riding the lawnmower and me crocheting while she's mowing and making videos. We just all talk. We just all talk. We talk some trash, okay? And I love the song, the fight song. I do love that. I'll ask Alexa to play it a lot. And Dottie had mentioned, I gotta turn my page. Dottie had mentioned the song Delta Dawn. Yes, I know that song very well. I love that song. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you got on? I cannot sing at all, but when it's just me here by myself, I have Alexa to play that, and I turned that sucker up, and I'm just sitting here screaming, Delta Dawn, what's that flower you got on? I am singing that to the top of my lungs and enjoying myself. So yes, love me some Delta Dawn. Let's see, what music did I listen to as a teen? Rock. And country. I was country, even when country wasn't cool. But depending on, you know, my bedroom, mostly rock. If I was with my brother-in-law, country. Let's see. Dottie. I love your comments. Okay, so you asked about the streaming station. I was saying Fahlo. He was asking like how to pronounce that. It's Philo. Fahlo. It's a streaming. It's not just a channel, it's a streaming station maybe, and it has lots of different channels on there. I don't know. I'd had it at one time and didn't watch too much of it, and so we canceled it. And then Angela had it and was watching all kinds of stuff, and so anyway, I use her. We share, you know, and so and I watch everything. I watch all kinds of stuff on there now because it's all kinds of different stations. And I'm not sure of the price of Fahlo, but I know it's not like the cheap. I know it's not on the cheaper side. Alright, so, and Dottie. Okay, it's Shreve. Shreve. Port. Shreveport. Dottie asked, what am I saying? Is it Shrimport or Shreveport? But I tell you what, it will be Shrimport for now on. Do y'all do that? When somebody calls something the wrong name, we go with it, and that's what it's called from then on. So, it will be Shrimport for now on, Dottie. I will be saying, we're going to Shrimport Friday. Thank you for that laugh, Dottie. That was so funny. I was like, Shrimport. Well, it is now. Salmon. I don't think I've ate salmon. I don't think I have. But Dottie was saying that it just kind of melts in your mouth, and do I eat that? I ate some, tilapia. Jody cooks that for me like really, really soft and seasons it with like some lemon pepper or something. And I can sometimes eat a little bit of that. And sometimes I can't. Just depends. But, yeah. Oh, let's see. Okay, so why did Elijah move? Because he thinks it's pretty in Hot Springs. And it is. I know it is. But that's really, he didn't have any other reason for moving, because he had a job that he could work remotely, and so he was doing that when he first moved. But he did get another job as a security officer up there, and he was doing both the remote one and that for a while, but he gave up the remote one because it was just too time consuming. Like, it ended up being 24/7 on call, and no time, if he didn't like text right back and get right back to it was the end of the world. And so he gave that up. But he don't like what he's doing right now, because Elijah likes fast-paced work. He likes to be moving and going and doing, and he likes people. So he's just sitting there by himself, and he don't like it. just because it's boring and he's just sitting there. He drives around a parking lot and that's all. But he's going to stick with it because it's a job. But eventually he'll find something else. Actually, he said that they was going to have an opening and he might move to payroll in that company. So he was going to check on that this week. Yeah, that's what he said. I forgot. Oh, let me see. Somebody was asking me about 5 colors. Okay, I wasn't quite sure what you're asking. She said 5 colors of purple and teal. Do you mean 5 colors to go with purple and teal, or 5 different purples and 5 different teals? I'm not really sure there, but if I was going to use purple and teal in a blanket, I would put some pink and yellow, purple, pink, yellow, and teal, and then for the 5th color, I would either put white or light gray. That would be my colors. Now, you might pick something totally different, but I like that. Pink, purple, yellow, and teal, or either purple and red and yellow and teal would go also. If you didn't want to use pink, you could use red. But I would definitely put that 5th color as white or a light gray, something light in there. But anyway, I hope that's what you was asking. I'm not really sure. Sometimes questions are just get typed out, just kind of get, lost, or the meaning, might not come across or something. Someone's asking about Louisiana supporting homeschoolers. Yes, Louisiana has lots of homeschool groups, big homeschool to do. We, in this area in Monroe that I live in, there are about 4 or 5 different homeschool groups, and 2 of them are really large homeschool groups. So there is choices. You could join as many homeschool groups as you wanted. And then they all have different activities and such. So, that really doesn't have anything to do with the state. I can't say that Louisiana is like, to say they support homeschoolers. It's very homeschool friendly. I'll say that. They don't do anything for homeschoolers. I don't know if they passed it where homeschoolers could play. Yeah, I think they did pass it where homeschoolers could play sports with private schools. I think they did pass that. My kids wasn't into sports, so I didn't keep up with it. But I think that's a thing now. But it's very homeschool friendly. Very much so. And in Louisiana, you can homeschool under the home study program, or you can register your school as a private school. And that's what I always did. The name of our school was Bristle Ridge Academy. And that name itself has history in our family. This area where we live, before these roads had names, the area was called Bristle Ridge. Bristol, Bristle, Ridge, Ridge. And so whenever we were naming our school, we needed to come up with a name for our school when Dakota was little. We just did some research. We went through the church history book, and then I ended up talking to Jody's uncle and learned about this area was called Bristol Ridge before they actually had names on the roads. And so I decided to go with that because it was some history, and we would learn history. We could share history when people asked us about it. So that's what we went with. But what I was going to say is you can register under the home study program, under like the, school, or you can register as your own private school. And so that's what I always did. We were a private school, Bristol Ridge Academy. And under the private school, you can do whatever you want to do, really.
It is not.
Uh-oh. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do, and that's the route we went. And then our homeschool groups have graduation, so both my kids had very nice graduations. So yeah, and our colleges here, they take homeschool transcripts and, high school diplomas and all. So yeah, it's very friendly, homeschool friendly. I think most states are nowadays. Let's see. Somebody asked what comedians I like. I don't know. I mean, I don't really sit down and listen to any comedians, but Big Daddy does sometimes, and I'll hear somebody and, laugh and all, but I don't know their names. I don't keep up with people's names like that, like actresses and actors and, comedians' names, songwriters' names. I just don't keep up with all that. I have enough to keep up with. I don't know people's names like that, celebrities. Elf. Somebody said at their house they have Elf night, and that stands for Forced Family Fun. I love it. I wish I had thought of that when my kids were younger and told them that. Our homeschool group, as Dakota got older, the teens didn't really go to like family fun night. We'd have that once a month, and it was for little kids really, to get together to play. A lot of the teens didn't go, or families that just had teenagers didn't go because it was so many little kids there running around. But see, I was in the position where I had a teenager and a little kid. So one time somebody asked Dakota or something, was we go into family fun night, and Dakota said, I'd rather stick a fork in my eye. He was about, I don't know, he was probably about 15, 16 years old when he said that at that time. I was like, oh my gosh, Dakota, shut up. Don't you just love it when your kids say things and you're just like, did you just really say that out loud? Anyway. So I want to tell y'all this little funny story about my boys and when I was first put on Viagra. So it was this finger right here. It was my second finger I lost. And so the finger is kind of like, I don't know, it was dark purple, it was hard, and this one's getting hard too. Like, all this is hard. And this up here is just like, I don't know how to describe it to you. It's like it's just hardening. But anyway, so it was this finger, and it was sitting there, and it's kind of bent like this. Well, Big Daddy had taken me to the doctor, and the boys were going to meet us at a restaurant for dinner. Dakota drove. He had driver's license and all. And he had Elijah. So maybe I don't know if he had no, he didn't have a job. He was younger, but old enough to drive. But anyway, so they met us at the restaurant, and we're sitting there eating, and I'm sitting there, and my finger's just kind of like that, kind of curved a little bit like that. And so Dakota said, well, what did the doctor say? I said, well, this is what he did. I said, he put me on Viagra, because he didn't know my finger already did that. Oh my gosh, let me just tell you, those boys were like shocked. They could have got under the table, okay? It was so funny. Like, they did not expect that. They did not. I just went like, he didn't know it already went like that. Oh, those boys are so embarrassed. That was so funny. Oh gosh, it was funny. But yeah, you know, to find out their mom just got put on Viagra. Oh, teenagers are fun. I always gave my kids a hard time because they missed out on going to public school. They needed to experience a bully. And so I was kind of the school bully, okay? I gave them a hard time about stuff. Picking on them. Oh, they grew up with that. Me picking on them and pulling pranks and joking on them and stuff, so. And they joke on each other. That's what they did all weekend long. And that's what we always do. We just joke on each other all the time until we see we're pushing somebody over the edge, and then we'll stop. Except Dakota don't really know when to stop. I'm like, Dakota, stop. He's like, I can't. Because he takes after me, okay? Dakota acts just like me. He does. He looks like his daddy and acts just like his mama. And the stuff he says, it sounds just like me. And I'm like, you're so mean. He said, I learned from the best. Y'all think I'm going to get all these balls in this blanket today for Wednesday? Will I get all these balls in here? I've got to get the rest of this fuchsia. And then the purple, white, and then the variegated. And then I'll do the gray border for Thursday. If, you know, not sitting at the hospital in the curtain room waiting to get called in or waiting for somebody to come get my bed pushing me through. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I could go to the doctor tomorrow and he might say, how's tomorrow? Meaning Thursday. I mean, go to the doctor today and he might say, how's tomorrow? Meaning Thursday. Or he might say, you know, like next Tuesday or something like that. I mean, you know, he might put it off till the next week. And if he does, I'm going to try my best all weekend to get things crocheted up. Like I said, I wanted to crochet up some little hats to decorate for Patina for the hat fashion show. So yeah, I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. I need to get my house all clean, everything put away so that when I do come home, I'm not trying to put stuff away or organize or sort anything. I just have a lot of things I need to do. I want to do before then. So, yeah, my bedroom needs cleaning up. Well, I know I show y'all a lot of things on this, don't I? Say this is our bedroom. Say this right here. Our bedroom is long and kind of narrowish. So say this is our bedroom right here. From there to there. Our bed is right here. My nightstand's here and Big Daddy's nightstand's there. This side of the room is perfectly clean. This side of the room is a lot of storage, is what that is. In the back of the room, I have Rubbermaid boxes stacked up with crochet stuff in it that, you know, we took to markets and all. That is all the way in the back. And then, just some things that I don't want to get rid of, but I don't really want to I don't have anywhere to really put them, are in boxes, and so it's a lot of stacked up boxes. And I could sort through that and get rid of a few things, but really and truly it just needs to be organized a little better, and maybe even condensed down. Some of those boxes could probably condense down. So yeah, I would love to get that done, but I just don't see where I can do it. I can't dig and pick up stuff with this hand because of all that. And I can't really do that with this hand either. So I don't know. I need more hands. I need some hands. But anyway, guys, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. My medication is just keeping me kind of tired and nappy feeling, because I am taking large doses of certain medications that lower your blood pressure and open up vessels. And so I feel sluggish and tired, lightheaded, dizzy, nausea. All that comes with those medications. So we'll probably try to get me a little bit of a nap, maybe just before I need to get ready to go to the hospital, because I need a nap of some kind anyway. Even if it's not very long, I just need to close my eyes for a minute. Well, guys, I guess I should get going and try to go get that little nap and let you go get a little nap or whatever it is you need to do. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you being here so very much. Like I said, y'all just encourage me, and y'all give me the strength to keep on going, really. You do, and I appreciate that. Don't forget to look for that Happy Meal video, and I'll be back with another video. I'm sure me and Big Daddy are going to do a video together telling about my doctor's appointment and what's going on, what the plan is. I already told him that we need to do that, and he said, okay, we will. So remember, it is a beautiful day to crochet or do anything else that you feel like doing, but do something to make yourself happy and enjoy your day. And I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video, friends. Love you.